Hello everybody, and welcome back to some FTB evolution. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode, I don't remember what we did. I think it was going down and doing some investigating. We went through our. I don't remember if that was it or wasn't the Ars Nouveau stuff. I'm recording a bunch of stuff in bulk, and it's been a couple of days. Anyways, I think we went down and looked at our mine shaft. There wasn't nothing there. We went down into the plague place and realized that it is freaking ridiculous in there. We run out of inventory space to come home. I have cleaned inventory out. We've got more chests laying around everywhere. We've got backpacks. We'll go over some of this stuff here just after I'll show y'all everything. So after the episode, wasn't able to record, but I sat over here and decided, you know what? We got a lot of exploring to do in this pack, and if we do all of it together, we're never going to get done. So I went out and about. I took a boat and went up this way. And in all honesty, I didn't find a whole lot. There is a Ars Nouveau tower here where there was nothing in it. This was full of a few spawners, but it wasn't much. We got a quest, or not a quest, we got a achievement for that, and I don't know which one it is. Infinity Cave, yeah, there was one somewhere. Anyways, there really wasn't much. More or less, what I got out of it was a bunch of books and a few spawners. That was really it. And then there was we've got a village here. There is a village there. We can't just teleport to them, but I did activate the waystones once I get some ender pearls and we can travel around. But other than that, there wasn't really much of note, which kind of aggravated me. There is a couple of. There's one of the apotheosis towers there, and there was one other one. I think it was right here. This I don't remember what it was, but I didn't find anything major along the way, so it didn't even matter to hit record. So the one thing I did find that I am using, we got some springy boots. Let's see here. I got this thing. I have no idea. Turns enemies healing against them. I have yet to use it. And then we got the springy boots, which is allowing us to more or less, they're like the old slime boots from Tinkers. That's kind of it. I got a couple quests. The quests are for, I did run into a priest. I didn't kill the priest, but we looked at him. We're going to be doing some tech stuff today, so we'll go with that. So we got a reward for our springy boots, and for the holy locket. We got an ender pearl. That completely changes what I'm going to start today with. We got ender pearls. That gives us another ender pearl. Because what I was actually going to do was I figured out I was looking for a magnet, and even though I looked at it, and I still may just go ahead and do it. Now I'm not going to. We've got the ring of magnetization from actually additions, but it takes power. Which I mean, we can still do it. It's actually probably slightly cheaper than doing the other. Now that we've got ender pearls, we can do the magnet upgrade for our backpack, but I don't really want to do that. So I think we're going to stick with plan A, which is also going to mean we're going to have to do a little bit of work. We got a speed upgrade for modular routers. Alright, so, the first thing we're going to need... Wait, we got the actually additions quest for coffee. There's our ring of magnetization. If I'd moved down, I'd know it. So we can make a battery. Single battery, of course, double batteries. And they just keep going up from there. This gets into the empowered stuff. That is not empowered. No, it is empowered, so we can't do that just yet. But I'm not worried about that because we're not going to be using it that much. Coffee. That's the only... Oh, good Lord Almighty. That gives us speed, regeneration, strength, and nausea. Yeah, that can go up. So, but we are going to go ahead and just kind of keep on with this. So, we're going to have to make energy management. We're going to need an energizer. We can get rid of all this. We are going to see about making our harvester pylon today because we have quartz now. I don't know if we've got enough, but we're going to see about... let's see here. The quartz, we got 6. Yeah, that's not enough. Never mind. All right, so I'm not worried about that then. So let's get a ring of magnetization, and we'll go from there. The energizer. I keep hitting the wrong button. We're going to need some Restonia. We're going to need iron casing and an advanced coil. I don't know if I've got... I know I've got some of this stuff. We got Restonium. We'll probably need some redstone. We're going to need nori. We're going to need some gold. And some black quartz. And I may have some of the casings left. So much stuff in my inventory. All right, let me get this stuff made up. For that, we looked at this. Gold, iron, glowstone. No, we have glowstone. We got glowstone out of one of the little underwater thingies. All right, let me get all this stuff made up. All right, ring complete. And then we can shift, right-click with it, turn it off and on, it looks like. So let us put this in our energizer. That's going to use up every bit of that and then some. We will just do that for the moment. Let's see here. Okay, that is not on. 6 blocks radiuses. Okay, that is sucking it up. It's not a very long, very far reach, but when it comes to mining, it will definitely help. There we go. Well, I was hoping that'd be better than that, but we're going to go ahead and make our other magnet. just because A, it's not going to take any power, and B, it's got a little bit longer of a range. That's 5 blocks, but we do have Eyes of Ender that we have gotten from a chest somewhere, and that has an 11 block range on it. So we'll go with that instead. And there was a quest for that. I know there was, and I think I blew through it. Maybe there's not a quest. Alright, anyways, no quest. But we do have, it wanted us to make one or the other. Let's grab that. That's nice. This is going to put a damper on my power for a minute. But, and then we made that for absolutely no reason at all whatsoever. Alright, let's go to sleep. I know that I'm fixing to regret this. Oh, well. That wasn't so bad. So, one of the things that I forgot to tell you at the beginning of this is I have upgraded to the newest version of the pack. It's like 1.20 or something like that. And in that, they have added just enough resources. I was complaining about not knowing where stuff was. Now we can find it. So that is awesome. And for what we're going to do the rest of the episode, we're going to claim our reward. Oh, tech parts. Overworld prediction. That doesn't help us a whole lot right now. We're going to get into some of our other early game stuff. And that's going to be immersive engineering. I really want to spend some time, more time than I normally do, with immersive engineering. We're not going to use the... we may wind up using some of the wiring and stuff like that. I doubt it. But I would like to get into some of this stuff a little bit more than I have in the past. I've used most everything. We've done a refinery and stuff like that, but I would like to get into some of the other fuels and stuff like that. So we're going to be looking at doing that. So let's get started. And then, of course, the other one is Create. Create is one of those that I've been watching a lot on Create here lately, and some of this stuff is just absolutely ridiculous what you can do with Create now. We're not going to get that involved in it, but I would like to do some farms and some resource creation and stuff like that with it. That's for another time. Anyways, we need to make our engineer's hammer. We might as well just kept our sticks out, kept our iron out, and I need a string. So, engineer's hammer, boom. We can now get into immersive engineering. So first things first, we want to make our alloy kiln. Bricks, sandstone. We can handle all of that we need. I don't know if I have gotten much clay. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we're going to try that out for what all we're going to need. And then we're also going to need some sandstone. I think we can handle that. Alright, so we got what we need now for our kiln. We need just 4 recipes of this. We need 8 blocks. And that gives us our quest for that. I need to do some work right here. Alright, so I had to wait. I hate rain. And there's a way of getting rid of rain, and I was going to try it with Ars Nouveau. I don't know the tablet of cloud shaping. I don't know if it takes any source or not to do it, but I was going to try it, and I don't have our other trees. I should have got those while I was out. So, but our kiln, put our 4 blocks down, wag it with a hammer, and now we've got a way of making all of our, not all of, but we can start making, like, oh my god, Invar, and all that stuff. Invar, Electrum, all of our intro stuff to that, to our alloys. It give us food. Awesome, we got more food. All right. So, and one of the things I realized is I am horrible at keeping feathers around. Feathers we needed for that cloud shaping thing, and it was somewhere else. So I had to go find. I didn't have any, so I had to go find a chicken. Anyways, next up on our list is going to be our coke oven. We need to make coke oven bricks, which takes the sandstone. We need 27 of those. I've still got sandstone, I've got bricks, and I've got clay. I went back to the mining dimension because I remember we found a spot of clay, and that's where I got all of this clay. So coke oven. This guy, that's not what I wanted. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 27 of them. And this will get us our creosote that we're going to need to make treated sticks and all that good stuff. And we've got fluid pipes. I will have to make us another tank for this, but we got plenty of stuff for that. I really should start doing some. I don't want to get into the fluid storage just yet because we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not going to be our permanent base. It may be around here somewhere, but for now, this is all temporary setup. I want to do a for real base. All right, so this should be automated as far as getting our creosote out. This will start the process. It does not tell me how much time. But it'll do its thing. So we can go ahead and mark that off. To do our blast furnace, we are going to have to go to the nether before we can do that. That'll get us steel, and of course that's for getting treated wood. So for the moment, we are just kind of where we're going to be waiting on stuff. We can get into making some of the metal plates and wires, the power. I'm not worried about that just yet. Because we need treated wood for all of that stuff. Logistics, we've got fluid pipes, we've got conveyor belts. So yeah, I think that's where we'll put a hold on that. Alright, so we're almost out of time. So we're going to go ahead and look at our void world. Go ahead and check it out. I want to see. Let's Well, let's go in there while it's nighttime. It's white concrete. It looks like it is daytime here all the time. Just enter the void dimension. So, I am hoping that this works with solar-powered stuff too. We will find that out eventually. Alright, so we'll go ahead and complete that quest. Gives us another loot crate. We'll go with the tech parts again, because that's mostly what we've been doing. And that gives us a basic upgrade for modern industrialization. Works for me. And that's it. A little bit shorter of an episode, but I got done what I wanted to get done. We've got a bucket and a half of creosote. So this is not going to take too long to make our way through. So yeah, I think next episode we'll come back. We'll go check out the Nether. We'll have most of our dimensions squared away, except for the Bumble Zone. There's more than that. Let's see here. Wild Hunt. We've got gateways, Hero of the Village, 2 birds. Kill the Wither, kill the Warden. It's all those. Where are... Traveler's Quest. Nether. Pocket Dimension. Infinity Caves. Journey to the End. We're not going to the end. We got the After Dark. A Foundry we got to find. It's a massive tower with tons of loots and spawners inside. Fargo's. That's just the thing. We've got the Eternal Starlight, and then we got the Bumble Zone. And it's raining again. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.